Hi, I am DelusionDispeller, back to talk to you a little bit more about people addiction and how it affected my life. Okay, after this person ended the relationship with me, I begged and pleaded with her husband over the phone to ask her to give me another chance. Please go and talk to her. Please tell her how I miss her so much and how I'm so sorry and etc. I felt so empty inside and so bored and alone. Her chaos, because she was borderline and she would get paranoid one minute and adore me the next minute, because her chaos was keeping me feeling alive myself. When normalcy began settling in on me when she was gone, I didn't know how to handle that. I was used to always being on edge, always wondering what was happening next. It was kind of exciting in a sick, disturbing way. At one point, I called her on the phone about 25 times, begging her to answer the phone. I would leave voicemail saying, please pick up the phone. Please pick up the phone. I need you to talk to me. I need to know how you are. I need you to work this out with me. And at one point during the friendship, she had said, I think something's wrong with you and I think you need help. I think you need to talk to a counselor. Now, that was when she was so-called caring for me in the relationship. So I remembered that, and I even said that into the voicemail. Please just answer the phone. Just call me back, something. Tell me what's wrong with me so I can go and get the help that I need. At least you owe me that much. Well, of course, eventually her husband called me back and said, look, Laura, Robin is resting right now. She doesn't really want to talk to you at this point. So it was like I was trying to fish for any reason I could to talk to her, just as long as she would talk to me. It didn't matter what it was for. I was going to find some reason to have to hook up in this relationship again. When my ex-husband didn't pay the bill for me to be online on the computer, I would go nuts. I would tell him, I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to just walk to the library. I'm going to walk to my friend's house. And he'd say, that's like miles away. And I'd say, I don't care. I'm getting online and you're not going to stop me. And that's how an addiction is. You will do anything you can to get that fix. I'm so thankful I don't have to worry about that now. And my current husband doesn't not pay the bills, and he doesn't yank my internet plug out of the wall and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not provoked into any situation where I feel desperate. So that's a good way to break the habit, is not be with somebody that provokes you to that kind of stuff either. Let's talk about how addictions start, first of all, and where they go from there. Okay, first of all, it starts out where you meet the person and you're friends. And then eventually you want to be exclusive friends. So you may all be in one group of friends, but then all of a sudden you or the other person decides, we want to spend more time together, just us. Okay, so now you have this one-on-one thing going on. That's not always a bad thing. But in the case of having an addictive personality or tendency toward addictions, it could be a really bad thing. So you feel this sort of high when you're with this person. And when they don't call for a day or so, if you're an addict, you freak out. You wonder if the relationship's over. You try to locate them by blowing up their phone, calling them over and over and over again, driving around looking for them. You start getting paranoid that maybe they're talking to somebody you don't like. I mean, all kinds of weird stuff happens when you are an addict. Then there may be the tendency for you to try to hide your problem of addiction by talking to that person away from everybody. You sneak around, you leave the family party and slip off with your cell phone to go and call them. And you get really mad when somebody catches you on the phone with them too. You may spend money to buy that person gifts, even when it comes to the point that you're going broke on them because you're spending so much money. You may isolate yourself from other friends and even your family. And you may tend to eat more or eat less after being with that person. Same thing with sleeping. When you're addicted, eventually all parts of your life are going to be affected in one way or the other. Stay tuned.